Hi son, let's do some flying. So it was first time throwing the Funracer by myself. First of all, with my left hand I throw like a man, so I really need to be able to throw with my right hand. But I also want my hand on the stick for the aileron and elevator. There's a gyro in the FrSky S6R receiver, so I set it up as a launch control, so I could throw with my right and have some control on the throttle and the electronics doing its thing to keep the airplane flying.
Ja, det å fly med heading holder ikke noe moro. Nei. Ja, det vel mer en sånn panikknapp egentlig. Ja, riktig. Men det oppfører seg ikke som et fly. Nettopp.
So that was far better, but still it took me an uncomfortable amount of time to get the gyro into normal mode and get the control back over the plane. So now I've set up a launch control switch, which as soon as I move the elevator or aileron, I get full control back and get out of launch mode. So we'll just pop over to the bench and I'll show you how I set it up. So I got the plane powered up beside me so that we can get access to the gyro data. So we fire up the Lua script and go to page 2. I wanted the full gyro to give me a slight nose up attitude. So I went into the auto level offset. If this is at 0, you have a little level attitude. Well, what I did was I set it to, I think, plus 10 or 5 or something. Took the plane up to safe altitude and hit the gyro to check I got the right direction. It gave me nose down. Took her back in and set it to minus 10. And then the full gyro gives me a slight nose up attitude. I wanted the launch mode on this button up here, so I could have my left hand on the throttle and rudder and throw with my right hand. And then as soon as I do anything with the right stick, I'm out of launch mode and back normal gyro. So first I set up some switches. First one here is a switch that checks if I move the stick. So any movement larger than 3 sets the switch, and then the same for the elevator. And then I combine the two and check if I move aileron or elevator, I set the L8 switch. And then I have a sticky switch for the SH. So when I hit the SH, it goes active. And then it checks for L8. So when L8 goes active, it resets L9. So I go into launch mode.
Launch mode.
And then I have full gyro. And then I take control back and it resets gyro. But I also have
Gyro off.
control of the gyro with this SC switch, so I can turn it off.
Normal gyro.
Have normal gyro,
Gyro heading hold.
and then a heading hold or full gyro. And I wanted to keep that, so then I went into the mixers page, and here I have the SC switch for the gyro,
Normal gyro. Gyro off.
and I added a mix for the launch control.
Launch mode.
So here's the output for the gyro.
Gyro off.
Gyro is off, the output is 100%.
Normal gyro.
Normal gyro, it's 0%.
Gyro heading hold.
And full gyro, it's minus 100. And then when I hit the launch mode,
Launch mode.
it goes to minus 100. And when I move the stick, it goes back to where it was. If I've got gyro off and hit launch mode,
Launch mode.
it still goes to full gyro. And when I move the stick, it goes back to gyro off.
Gyro heading hold.
And if I'm at full gyro
Launch mode.
and hit the launch mode and then go out of it again, it stays in full gyro.
Normal gyro.
I pick up the L9 switch and gives it a weight of minus 50 and an offset of minus 50. So it's at 0 when nothing is on,
Launch mode.
and then goes to minus 100 in launch mode. Picked up the LO9 to take over full control of the mix, and on the multiplexer I went to replace. So well, when L9 is active, this
Gyro off. Normal gyro. Gyro
do
heading
nothing.
home. Normal gyro. Launch mode. Gyro off.
Nothing, as you can see, nothing happens
Gyro
when I move.
heading home. Normal gyro. Gyro off. Gyro heading home.
And I turn off launch mode,
Normal gyro.
and I got
Gyro
full
off.
control.
Normal gyro. Gyro heading home.
And before we get back to the flying action, please take a second and hit that red subscribe button just below the video. I really appreciate it.
Fant jeg. Nei, jeg fant jeg en.
Jeg tror ikke det er selve turbinen som egentlig er problemet heller. Det er noe drit med pumpa som gir fra seg noe fullstendig drit som... Du er lovlig nær i de trea der, altså.
Ja, det var det jeg lurte på igjen også. Hvor nære er jeg egentlig det?
Ganske.
Jeg tenkte at det flyet er ganske lite, så det er nok nærmere ned ut. Men jeg ikke skjønner.
Nei, du har sikkert flere meter igjen enn vi tror, men... Jeg har flydd FPV forbi de tre en gang, og da var det mye.